ARMY was taken aback by an emotional moment at the military base. Kim Taehyung, who has always been known for his strength and resilience, suddenly broke down in tears in Jungkook's arms. This unexpected moment quickly became a hot topic among fans, but the surprises didn't stop there. Jungkook finally spoke up about what really happened, and his confession left ARMY even more shocked. What actually happened? Why did Taehyung cry so intensely? What did Jungkook say that made this moment so emotional? Here's the full story behind this heartwarming event that left ARMY deeply moved. An unexpected visit. Jungkook arrives without notice. That day seemed like an ordinary one at the military base where Taehyung is serving. Soldiers were going about their routines, and nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But suddenly, a black car stopped at the main gate. From inside, a man dressed in all black, wearing a mask and a cap, stepped out and walked toward the entrance. Immediately, the atmosphere shifted. The soldiers guarding the gate started to recognize who he was. Even though he was trying to conceal his identity, his posture and the way he walked were unmistakable. Jungkook. Without heavy security, without management staff, Jungkook came alone. The soldiers were confused, wondering why a superstar like Jungkook would appear without any bodyguards. But their questions were soon answered when someone from inside the base approached. Kim Taehyung appeared, uncontrollable tears. Taehyung runs into Jungkook's arms. As soon as Taehyung saw Jungkook standing outside the gate, he seemed frozen. His eyes widened, and his face displayed an expression that was difficult to describe. Shock, happiness, and deep emotion all at once. Within seconds, Taehyung ran toward Jungkook. Without hesitation, he hugged Jungkook tightly. But what was even more surprising was that shortly after, Taehyung began to cry, and not just shedding a few tears. He was crying hard. His shoulders shook, his sobs were audible, and he even buried his face in Jungkook's shoulder. Eyewitnesses at the base said that they had never seen Taehyung cry like this before. The tears were so deep, so emotional, that many were left wondering, what exactly happened? Jungkook remained silent. He didn't say much, only gently patting Taehyung's back. Occasionally, he whispered something in Taehyung's ear, but his words were unheard by those around them. However, after a while, Taehyung slowly started to calm down. What exactly was going on? Why did the usually cheerful and confident Kim Taehyung cry so uncontrollably? The answer was finally revealed when Jungkook spoke up. Jungkook reveals the truth. The reason behind Taehyung's tears. After the emotional moment, Jungkook finally addressed the media and fans. In a brief interview, he gave some insight into what really happened behind the scene. I know many people were surprised to see Taehyung crying like that, but trust me, those were tears that came from a heart. Jungkook said. He continued, I came because I knew he needed me. I didn't tell him beforehand because I wanted to surprise him. But when he saw me, I think all the emotions he had been holding in finally exploded. What did he mean? Jungkook then explained that since Taehyung started his military service, their communication had been limited. As close friends, Taehyung felt incredibly lonely. He has always been a strong person, but I know he misses all of us. He misses the stage, he misses ARMY, and he misses his freedom. But in the military, he has to suppress all of that. Jungkook explained with a serious expression. Jungkook also mentioned that Taehyung had been going through a difficult time. The strict discipline of military life, being away from family and friends, had forced him to keep his feelings hidden. However, when he saw Jungkook, all of those emotions finally poured out. He just needed someone who truly understood what he was feeling, and I'm glad I could be there for him. Jungkook added, ARMY is shocked. Is something being hidden? Jungkook's confession left many ARMYs deeply moved, but also more curious. Is there something deeper behind Taehyung's tears? Some fans speculated that there might be a bigger issue Taehyung is facing, but he hasn't shared it with the public. This theory arose because, in several moments after the incident, Taehyung seemed quieter than usual. Some fans also noticed that he appeared thinner and more exhausted in recent photos that surfaced online. Could there be something happening inside the military that is making Taehyung feel so pressured? Or perhaps there is something else that only Jungkook knows about? As of now, there are no clear answers. But one thing is certain. The bond between Taehyung and Jungkook is stronger than many people realize. An unbreakable friendship despite all the speculation. One undeniable fact emerges from this event. The deep friendship between Jungkook and Taehyung. In an industry as stressful as the entertainment world, having someone you can truly trust is rare. And Taehyung has Jungkook. While many people only see them as K-pop idols behind the scenes, they are simply two best friends who are always there for each other. For ARMY, this was a touching moment. Seeing how Jungkook showed up unannounced to support Taehyung proves that their friendship is irreplaceable. ARMY must know. Is Taehyung's crying in Jungkook's arms real or just sensationalized? The emotional moment at the military base, where Kim Taehyung was seen crying hard in Jungkook's arms, is still a hot topic among ARMY and the public. Many felt deeply touched by the scene, but some have begun to question, was this truly a spontaneous moment, or was it staged to attract media attention? In this digital era, where news can be easily manipulated and turned into a tool for sensationalism, it is crucial for us to think critically and not blindly believe everything we see and hear, to surprise that's too perfect. According to reports, Jungkook arrived at the military base without security and without prior notice. This is quite shocking, considering his status as one of the biggest idols in the world. As a global superstar, Jungkook's movements are usually tightly monitored by his management. Even for simple activities like dining out or attending an event, he is always accompanied by security to ensure his safety. Yet, in this incident, he was reported to have arrived alone, without a manager, without security, and without staff. Kim Taehyung is known as a strong, confident figure who always remains composed in public. Even in difficult situations, he rarely expresses his emotions excessively. However, in this moment, he was seen crying intensely, his shoulders shaking, and his voice trembling with sobs. Of course, no one can determine whether someone's tears are genuine or not. But the question is, why did this moment occur precisely when cameras were capturing it? Was this truly an emotional outburst he had been holding back for a long time? Or was it a calculated move to create a touching public narrative? If it was truly spontaneous, why didn't other soldiers around him react more naturally? Why did they appear unbothered by the situation? The media and sensationalism. Is this just a gimmick? We can't ignore the fact that the entertainment industry often uses emotional marketing strategies to maintain an artist's popularity. Emotional moments like these are often a highly effective tool for increasing engagement on social media. This incident quickly spread across various news platforms, all carrying the same narrative. Taehyung cries in Jungkook's arms. We are often presented with carefully crafted narratives designed to provoke specific emotional reactions from fans. This moment could indeed be completely genuine. But on the other hand, it could also be part of a larger media strategy to sustain popularity and maintain a certain image. As fans, we should continue to support our idols, but we should also think critically. Not every piece of news we read is absolute truth. Not every emotional moment we see is entirely spontaneous. ARMY, what do you think? Do you believe that this moment was an authentic display of deep friendship and emotional support? Or do you suspect it might be a carefully crafted media play designed to create a heartwarming story? Share your thoughts in the comments below.